What is up, everyone? This is Horking090 and we are currently in version 1.49.0 of Pewdiepie's Tube Simulator. It is a return of the Halloween event. It is an all-time favorite for a lot of people because there are a lot of things that you could get within the Halloween event. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first is that from the jukebox, the main theme is Spooky Pie, so that is the music that you're hearing in the background. On to the customization for your tuber. All you gotta do is just go to the magnifying glass, you scroll all the way down, you go to tuber customization, and first things first, that you get yourself this type of skin that you can make yourself a ghost. Now that is very cool, especially when it's slightly transparent too. Next we have 4 different shirts. We have a skeleton shirt, we have a ghost shirt, we have a murder shirt, and then we have ourselves an ectoskeleton shirt. For the theme, we're gonna go with a ghost shirt, especially when it matches the skin there. Then onto the hairstyles, which we have many to choose from. Again, this is an all-time favorite, especially with all the different type of heads that you could get. We have ourselves a ghost head, which is animated right there too. Then we have ourselves a Frankenstein monster head. Then we have ourselves a pumpkin head. Then also we have ourselves a zombie head, which is kind of like a rotting corpse or a zombie head, whichever you want to choose. Then we have ourselves a skeleton head, which of course if you have yourself the shirt, it matches perfectly. The Grim Reaper hood, especially when it's a dark hood that you could use for the evil lair or anything that has to deal with dark, this is a perfect hood to choose. Then we have ourselves the Wolverine right here. Wolverine, Wolfman, whichever you want to call it. Or most commonly the Werewolf. I don't know which one's the difference between Wolverine and Werewolf. Are they kind of the same? Are they different? I'm not too sure myself. Next would be the Fly right here. Just look at that. Now that is creepy looking. Then we have ourselves a murderous mask, or pretty much what we got here is just a mock-up Jason here. And next would be the Witch. There you go. You could actually be a witch for Halloween. Next would be the Ectoplasm right here. Next would be the Flaming Skull, a fan favorite for many because it's animated. Then we have ourselves a monster type of looking head here. I don't even know what you want to call it there. You have 4 eyeballs, then we have ourselves a mouth on the top. It's just so weird. And last but not least, you have ourselves a Demon Lord himself. It's another fan favorite for many too. But back to the theme that I'm going to be a ghost right here, especially that it's animated and cool looking too. And not only that, you could actually have yourself the glasses on top of this, which of course it is my signature look. On to the chairs, that we have ourselves a slime chair for the slime room. Now isn't that cool? And it's also animated too. Then onto the keyboards, that we either have ourselves a skull or maybe the eyeball with the eyeballs here. Just an eyeball mouse, eyeball for the keys. Now onto the desks, that we have 3 to choose from, that we either have slime, a skull, or a desk made out of flesh. Now just to match the chair and as well as the keyboard, we're gonna go with slime here. Now onto the monitors, we either have ourselves a hand, we either have a tree, or we have slime. Of course, a hand would be nice just because it's animated too, just has a glowing aura through the hand. But for the theme of everything else, we have ourselves some slime. Now onto the floor, we have ourselves some leaves, especially that this is very useful whenever it comes to autumn type of settings. If you prefer dirt or soil, we got you covered here. Just look at that, that actually looks cool for a nighttime walk on the beach. Or if you want to live in the world of slime, we have ourselves some slime floor too. And the cool thing about it that it is also animated. Then for the walls, we have a few to choose from. Let's go ahead and look for them. Then we have ourselves a torn down orange wall right here that looks like that things are ripping off from the seams. Next we have ourselves some thorny branches. Now imagine going through all of that. Next we have ourselves a fenced off cemetery. Now isn't that cool and creepy looking that all the gravestones are behind the fence. And jumping to the world of slime, that we have ourselves an animated wallpaper here. And last but not least, that we have 4 different animated backgrounds. The first one is just a string of webs here. Next we have candy corn and bats. Quick question, do you guys actually like candy corn? Let me know in the comment section. Next we have some spirits or some ghosts here that has different type of facial expressions here. I like the happy one myself. And last but not least, we have ourselves some pumpkins here, or jack-o'-lanterns even, and a bit of skulls in the background too. And of course, we have some spiders. Now we're going to take a look at the items. What we got here that for Halloween, that we have ourselves a jack-o'-lantern right there. Now isn't that cool? Just a little pumpkin if you want to switch it all the way around. Next we have ourselves a bag of candy, perfect for trick-or-treating here. Now isn't that neat? Speaking of trick-or-treating, we have some candies here, and it also changes colors. What better way to build a house than to have some windows here? Now isn't that neat? Just in time for fall, that we got ourselves some leaves to jump into, just a pile of leaves on the ground. And I would like to call this monoliths. I'm not too sure exactly what they are, but it does have some writings or scriptures on there. You can't really do any changes to the direction of it. It's just standing pillars here. At least we're gonna have some good harvest with some pumpkins here. Just look at that, it even has some different vines. And if you want to light up your home, we do have some light sources that is also animated just a little bit with the flickering lights. Then we have some fence gates, which are a personal favorite of mine because look how well designed they are. It just goes with a lot of things that you could create in your room. Then we have what I assume to be an egg covered in web, or maybe a captured victim or type of prey inside of this. I'm not too sure exactly what it is in there, but all I can tell is that you wouldn't want to be the one that got captured here. Then for the wall, we have ourselves a giant string of web here. Then we have some black candles that you can have, which only has 2 different direction changes, but other than that, it's just a cool candle to look at. And be sure to protect your crops by using a scarecrow here. Just look at that, it even has different types of hats here. And is that a rat on top of its hat? I never even noticed that. Last but not least, which is also a lot of people's favorites, is just the floating candles that has different colors here. We have purple, we have ourselves black, also red and white. And from Craniac, we do have 4 brand new Craniac items to choose from. Let's go ahead and go to the Halloween here. Then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. That we have ourselves a werewolf. Just look at that, Look how cool he looks right here. Just a werewolf, just a large one at that. 4 different ones just for different directions here. Next, we have ourselves a mummy right here. Look at this. It's even losing some of the bandages or some of the type of gauze, I think it's called. I don't remember exactly what it is for the mummification process, but even then, that if this is coming at you, I would run away from it. Next, we have Samara right here. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. If not, then please correct me, but either you watch The Ring or you watch The Grudge, which of course this is where it's based off of from, but even then, that if it's coming through your television, you're gonna run too. Just be sure not to watch the tape. And last but not least, we have Frankenstein's monster. Not Frankenstein, remember Frankenstein was the scientist. We have ourselves Frankenstein's monster. We even have the change here. Just a good attention to detail right here. From the Halloween event, there are 4 pixelings that you're able to get for that event. There are no Prisma forms of the actual pixelings themselves as far as I can tell. If anyone could find some of the Prisma forms of the pixelings, let me know that are just brand new into the game right here. But for now, we're going to look at the regular pixelings that you're able to get from the event itself. We're going to go down to Mike. That Mike is from a rare crystal egg that gives you a boost in views towards gaming and as well as a boost towards views in the beauty category. And Mike is actually pretty cool looking. It's also animated, and what he does is that he actually just pretty much goes into the ground and appears out of thin air to another spot. I don't know exactly what it's called, but even then it's just so cool to look at. There he goes, look at that, and where did he go? Right there. Just look at that, he just goes into the ground, just comes up. Next we have Curl the Cat, which comes from an uncommon egg or the golden egg that gives you a boost in subscribers towards lifestyle and a boost in subscribers towards dark. And Curl the Cat is just so cute looking, just look at him, look at that, he's gonna go bounce around right then and there, just look how adorable he is. He also goes left and right when he looks around the room, just we're gonna wait for the auto animation, and there you go, just look at that, just so animated, so lifelike type of deal, and in terms of just the animation itself, it's just so cool to look at. From the common egg, we got ourselves Goo, that gives you a boost in subscribers towards the comedy category. That it looks like it's just a little goo monster, but what you don't know that it is also animated when it comes to just moving around. It changes shape. We're just gonna have to wait until it actually does. Although it does move around too, so whenever it has an auto animation, it has different shapes to choose from. It has a square, it has a cone, and has some other thing. I think it was a triangle, but there's a cone right there. Just look at that, look at that. I believe there's just one more auto animation. We're just gonna have to wait and see what it is. Oh, it just goes flat. That's all it is. It only has 2 shapes, has a cone and as well as a square, and then just goes back into just going to the ground. But even then, it's just the attention to detail and animation just makes it look so cool. And last but not least, we have ourselves Quinn the Spider that gives you a boost towards the subscriber and as well as the views in the category of dark. That it is a spider that just jumps around here. Just look at that, look at that. Just a good auto animation right here. Then it just jumps around here. Just look at that. Just imagine having it going towards you. I don't even know. Would you think of that as cute? Just as long as it doesn't bite you, but all it is that it is a spider, of course, and what it wants to do is just prance around the room here. Now we're going to take a look at the Creepy Crawly Pack that it contains 25 exclusive items. They don't give XP, but they will make your room the creepiest this Halloween. From the creepy crawly pack that it gives you animated bats, just 2 of them, but even then, just look how animated they are. Just very cool to look at from a distance. Then you get one giant jack-o'-lantern here. Just look at that right here, that you can even turn it around just to make it a pumpkin. Just a very large pumpkin in the patch where you're gonna have yourself a grand old time when it comes to making a giant jack-o'-lantern. Then you have 2 of the candle stands, and the thing about that is that you can even remove the cobwebs for which you could put it onto the table just to make yourself a fancy dinner. A very popular door for a lot of people to use for the room events would be this door. This is just this giant door on the wall here. Next, we have ourselves a Maya statue, a Maya gargoyle statue. Just look how cute it is. Just put it on the wall right here. You only get 1 of them, so you're gonna have to buy a second pack just to make it matching for the door here. At least you get yourself 2 rats to choose from. Just mainly you have the brown rat and then you have yourself the white rat right here. It's just very nice to actually have more animals in the game. Then you have yourself this monster here that has a lot of eyeballs, has giant mouth and human teeth, and has some spider legs. I have no idea exactly what this is, but even then, it is creepy looking, and just as long as it doesn't charge right at you, we'll be fine. Then you have yourself an altar or a table, whichever you want to use this for. It's just a cool looking table or altar that you can make out of something here. Then we have ourselves a tree with eyeballs in them. It could be that there's an owl that lives inside that tree, but what we could do to remove that is just to twist the tree around, and there you go, there's no eyeballs in the tree. And you can only get 1 of these trees, but even then it's just to signify that we have ourselves fall season here. And hopefully I remember this correctly, that I believe we get 5 of the cubes here. It's just building blocks to whichever you want to make out of it. That we have ourselves a face type of deal going on with that. Yep, it looks like there's a face. Looks like a dog to be exact here. But even then, I believe we have 5 of these, so you can just stack them on top of each other just to make yourself a pillar here. Then we have ourselves a ghost barrel here that is just flying up in the sky right there. Looks like it's just pretty much haunted, that it doesn't want to go to the afterlife. And speaking of doomed spirits, that we have ourselves 3 of the little tiny ghost spirits here. It's just very cute looking to be exact, and even then it looks like it has a sad face in the front, but at least you can turn it around just to make it like it's just a floating spirit or soul that's just wandering around. And last but not least, you'll get 2 eyeballs, which you can put on top of items just to make it look like it has eyes to look at you. But even then, you get 2 of them. It looks like that's going to be a knockoff of Mike, so if you don't have Mike, at least you have this pack to use it just to substitute for Mike. Now we're going to take a look at All Hallows Evil Pack, that it contains 25 exclusive items that they don't give XP, but they will mark the very soul of the people who visit you. Just an off-topic note, I think they actually changed the format of how this is structured, because there is a space from the top where it says want to purchase, and I believe beforehand there was not even a question here. It just says it as the name of the pack and then it gives a description here. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at the last video, especially that from the last pack, that looks like the structuring is correct here, but in this one looks like there's a bit of a typo when it comes to dropping a little bit of a line break here. Moving on, that we got ourselves one of the skeleton or a dead man is sitting in a chair reading a book here, that we could have ourselves a chair just looking at the other side of here. As far as I know, he doesn't look dead from this angle. Next, we have ourselves 2 ghosts or 2 spirits. Sadly, that somebody has lost their life and is now becoming a haunted spirit here. That's just the spirit of Halloween, right? Next, we have 3 of the floating chairs, which is very cool to have when it comes to a haunted house experience here. And maybe he is the killer and you get 2 of them. Now that's double the trouble right there. Or maybe he's wearing a costume because everybody else is wearing a costume. That we have 3 of the skeletons here, or skeleton man. Then we have ourselves, let's see here, that we have 3 of, or maybe 4 of the ghost. I'm trying to divide by 2 here and I think I got an extra one. I don't even know at this point. But even then, a lot of ghosts, and especially that we have ourselves 1 Dracula here too. Then we have 4 of the Chuckies here, or the killer doll, but even then, this would be creepy if it goes after you. Depending on how fast it is, I can only imagine it's actually slow because of how small it is, but you know how movies are, they like to really make up the entire thing that's supernatural here. Then we have 3 more of the spirits here, more victims has fallen through Halloween here. And if you still want to live in a world of slime, we have ourselves some more slime in the ground here. And sadly it's not animated, but even then, it's just more slime to look at. Then we have ourselves the Great Pumpkin. Just look how menacing he looked. Just make sure that you run away from him as fast as possible. You wouldn't want to be grabbed by those long type of claw type of branches there. Next we have ourselves a ghoul here in chains. Look at that, look at that. He's just menacing looking here too. Just the spirit of Halloween is all around. And last but not least, we have ourselves Ectoplasm Man here. Just he's gonna be living in a world of goo and slime, and just make it more perfect that you could become a slime monster here too. And the last thing that we're gonna take a look at would be the Pogo Minigame. That we see that we have Edgar with wearing a pumpkin head here. Then on the bottom we see that Maya is there too. And it looks like that we have a skeleton doggo. I'm not too sure that there's a variation between the two, but what's different is that Maya is on the bottom and Edgar's on top now when it comes to the structure of the actual background. And sadly, there's nothing else to look at right now, because what we got here is that we have ourselves masks that you're able to get, but I'm not able to unlock it in the first day. We're gonna have to wait till the next day for me to show you guys what the mask reward is. And just a quick recap that you have to collect 1,000 tokens in order to open up each mask reward, and as well as some premium item rewards there too. You get the tokens from completing quests, getting from the sponsor eagle, getting from the Pogo game, and as well as from Craniac too. So I'll be sure to make the videos on the masks as soon as possible as I get them. What do you guys think about the Halloween event? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let us know and why. Which is your favorite item? Which one's your least favorite item? Just let us know. Anything you say about the event itself, just let us know in the comment section. Personally, I love the Halloween event because of all the different types of customization you could get for your tuber, and as well as a lot of practical items from the shop and of course the actual pack itself. And we have a total of 25 days to enjoy this event, mainly 3 weeks, so you have a lot of time to collect everything that you could collect in this actual event. And I am sure I did not miss anything, so I really hope I did not. But all there is to it is that this is Halloween. Let me know in the comment section below if you're actually going to go trick-or-treating this year, and what are you going to be dressing up as for Halloween. Sadly, I am too old for trick-or-treating, but even then, at least if there's a Halloween party, I'll go to a Halloween party. But this will be the end of this video, so if you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give this video a like. If you're brand new to the channel and want to see more content, videos, and live streams in the future, then be sure to subscribe. I'm going to try to collect every single Craniac item in the game again. Just at least try to max out on all the Craniac Halloween items and as well as the Halloween level itself. So hooray, more live streams for you guys. And if by chance you want to support my channel for just $1 a month, become a channel member today by clicking on the join button. As a channel member, you help support my channel for every month as I continue to make videos, live streams, and as well as more content for the channel, and you will receive perks as well. Such perks as having your name be highlighted in green text whenever you chat along in the live stream chat. And not only that, when you do chat in the live stream chat or leave comments down in the videos, then you have a loyalty badge next to your name to show everyone that you are a supporter of the channel. And last but not least, that you'll have access to custom made emotes just to use for the live stream chat so that you can express yourself while talking to other people. Just think of it as Patreon but for YouTube instead, and I thank you for your support and consideration. Feel free to leave down your Pewdiepie username as well as the network you were in the comment section below. Have more friends, have more followers, have more gifts, have more people join your network, and have more fun playing the game every single day as they're going to continue to update this game every month. But until then, have a great day everyone. I've been SwordKing090, have a safe and happy Halloween, and I will see you guys next time in the new video or live stream.
Forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.